Hello everyone, I'm Ari and this is Shamelessly Creative. So today I have a Marker Universe unboxing for you. So Marker Universe is not a subscription. It's a $30 a month box that you have to pre-order somewhere between the 23rd of the month and maybe the 4th of the month. They do still have some April boxes left, so if you like what you see, go check them out. You can also, Marker Universe and Karin Markers both have monthly color of the month challenges. And if you check out their Instagram, you can see their colors of the month. And Marker Universe, you can buy color sets. Like Karin Markers, I think it's about $8.10 for a color set. If you want to graph it, or alcohol markers, they're somewhere between $6 and $7. They have Tombow marker sets. So go check out Marker Universe. Even if you're not interested in their monthly blind box, that's not a subscription. It's just first come, first serve, buy it while you can. It has this little UFO motif. And if you watch my last unboxing, you'll know that I kind of dig the little UFOs. So I think last month we had the chameleon markers and I did not really enjoy those. And overall, I didn't feel like it was a really great value. So what caused me to buy another box? One, I think it was spontaneous online shopping. I got the email that the next box was out. I hate missing out on things. And so I think I snap ordered without really thinking if this was the direction I want to go in. Because if you watch some of my other videos, I really am not a big marker fan. I really do love the Karin markers. Those I'm really enjoying. I have Copics, but I'm just not using them. And I actually bought some Faber-Castell watercolor markers and I'm not using those. I've been getting my Karin markers out, but other than that, unless it comes in a box, I'm really not daily doing art with markers. And so again, I think this will be my last box, but you will find I will be picking up Karin markers of the colors of the month from Marker Universe, because I can buy the 3 colors a month cheaper than I can find them elsewhere. And so far in the United States, I haven't found any place that I can buy them locally. I don't remember if it's a UK product, but you can get them on Amazon through the UK Amazon store. So that's a little frustrating, but Marker Universe carries them and I can buy individual marker sets. I'm going to try to use what I have before I decide to buy more. I almost spontaneously invested in several of the color sets, but then I realized that I'm still not going to markers as much as I am watercolors and color pencils and watercolor pencils. So I know you don't want to know all that. You want to see what's inside this box. So without further ado, let's see what's inside. I'm kind of interested. They did include in the package some of this Better Ultimate Adhesive, Bonds Clear. Please enjoy this free sample. So that just came along with our box in an outer envelope. Betterglue.com if you're interested in finding out more about Better Ultimate Adhesive. I don't know what I'll use it for, but it will probably go to my husband for model making or something. All right, so they do have the little alien theme, little markers. I don't know, it's so cute. So we have markeruniverse.com if you're interested in checking out colors of the month. So you can do colors of the month, you can buy markers, you can buy these blind boxes, Remember, they're not a subscription box. April's buying box is here. The challenge is to create using only what is provided in this box. And you can use some or all of the items, but try not to use anything else. Tag us under mublindbox so we can share and feature your amazing artwork. Swatch and test these water-based products on different papers. So that's a nice tip. So it must be something that shows up well on black or colored paper. So they kind of have a black paper theme. This is quite full. All right, first thing out is a Zig brush H2O. So we have another water brush, which is always great. I use them in my little travel bag, and I've been using them a little bit more in the shop as well. So nice pointy tip, water brush. So it said we had water-based supplies. We have some graphite brush liners, 4 of them, in browns and beige. That's interesting. So we get 4. These are pigment inks and some browns. So flesh tones. I mean, these could be flesh tones or browns. They're showing a lion on the front. This is the Graphite brand. This is the Graphite brush liners made in Japan. So we have ochre dark, we have brown, ochre medium, and ochre light. So I'm actually pretty happy about that. These look like some really great, a nice brush tip. These will be great for some of my faces that I'm working for my 365 days focus art challenge. So nice skin tones, complexions, but also brown sketching would be great with these. So I'm excited about those. We also have some more browns. So, I mean, definitely not spring colors here, but, and I'm seeing that trend. So, I guess I did show you that these graphites have that brush tip, and that looks like it's going to be a lot of fun to draw with. And now we have the Graph O twin tip water-based markers. So on these, we have the brush tip. That's a pretty firm tip. And then, oh, nice, fine liner. So brush tip and fine liner on the Graph O water-based twin tip water-based marker. And again, I mean, they're all going to have the same tips. So we have kind of flesh tones again, complexion colors. So a whole set of, so either you love it or not. So these pigment inks are water-based as well, light fast. So go through that again. Water-based pigment ink. Light fast and waterproof probably once they're set. So graphite / marker.com. pigment ink in these. It doesn't, I don't think it says, it just says water-based on those other ones. I'm okay with this box so far. Oh, we have a nice pink for cheeks. And this is in the Zig Art and Graphic Twin. Zig Art and Graphic Twin. Water-based dye. So the other ones were pigment, and these are dye-based. Dyes will fade over time. Pigments usually won't, but each pigment has a light fast rating. But that's kind of nice. So that goes with, no. So those were the Graph O's. This one is a Zig Art Graphic Twin. We have a Jelly Roll, 08 Sakura. So just your regular Jelly Roll, but I can always use more Jelly Rolls. And I saved the best for last. I'm gonna put that down so I don't start a fire. Is this month I have some Karin markers, which I'm excited about. So this is a metallic purple permanent marker. So shake before use, store horizontally, cap after use, water-based, non-toxic, suitable for most surfaces. These are really juicy pens. I believe the metallic deco brushes are paint-based markers. I'm not sure, but you can see the ink and paint in the barrels on these. We received some of these in the sketch box this month. I like the regular ones, which this one is. I'm not a big metallics fan. Again, big Metallica fan, but not metallics. So we have the Karin Brushmarker Pro in another beautiful plum. But this is just ink. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. Any addition to my Karin Marker Pro collection is welcome. We also get information each month on the markers that are included. So this is the Brushmarker Pro. They contain 2.4 milliliters of paint each, and they're produced in the liquid ink technology, thanks to which they maintain the color intensity up to the last drop. They are twice more effective than traditional filter markers. In addition, they are equipped with a Japanese super durable flexible nylon tip. And this one shows how you can touch the tips. You can also use their blender pens, which in the sketch box we receive some blender pens. Paint on a non-absorbent surface, plastic, using any color, then apply the color on your work with the blender. So you could put it on your palette and then pick it up, a mixed color on your palette or just one color, and place it on your surface. So that's how you can mix colors with these, either tip to tip, tip to blender, or colors on a plastic surface and then using a blender pen to pick those up and draw or paint with them. The Brushmarker Pros should be with the tip facing up and don't keep in sunlight. Store them capped. The Deco Brush, how to use and store. To preserve the uniformity of colors, ensure trouble-free working, shake the marker before using. Repeat until the paint color becomes solid inside the casing. If you want to decorate an object that is regularly exposed to scrubbing, flower vase, or scratching phone case, put a coat of Deco Color varnish on. Do not use the varnish on surfaces that have direct contact with food. And if you don't want your decorations to be permanent, don't use the varnish. All the artwork will be removed then during a standard cycle of washing in the dishwasher. Always keep the Deco brush markers horizontal. So that's my only downfall to these markers, is they have the Deco brush and they have the brush marker. And if you're like me, you either have flat storage or you keep them in jars or cups or something upright. So it's a little of a nuisance to have to put my Deco brushes flat with some of my other like alcohol markers. I kind of want all my care markers together, not having to have some flat, some upright. So, that's just a personal preference that I like to bundle my different brands of markers together. So that's one thing with this, the Deco brushes. I guess I have some because I've gotten them in boxes, but I wouldn't go out and buy them. I just want to stick with the Brush Marker Pro because I don't want to have to store things in other places. You forget you have them. I don't know. So, by the way, that color was metallic violet in the Deco brush. I'm really surprisingly happy with this box. So, this is our $30 value this month. I'm not sure. Again, I guess I'll put the value of the box. I'll go through their website, double check prices, and put that stuff on the screen because I don't have that handy right now. And yeah, I mean, even though I know these markers, you kind of want the box to feel full. So when you open it up, it's one of those value feelings this box doesn't necessarily evoke for me. So when you open a box, even if it's full of stuff you don't like, if it's full, you feel like you got a deal, even if it's crap markers. And I won't mention which box, but if you watch some of my videos, you may know there's boxes that give us a bunch of office supplies. And although you're getting a full box, the value in that one doesn't feel like it's there because the markers aren't that great quality or they're just not something you want to use for art. These I want to use for art, and I'm very happy. Don't get me wrong. I'm very happy with the color selection this month. Even though with spring and everything going on in the world, I would love to see bright colors and feel more cheerful. I'm personally really happy because these are complexion tones and I can use them a lot right now because I'm doing a lot of faces and face portraits. So for me, and it's a water-based box, and that is pleasing for me because that's how I use my markers. Even though I love the Copic brand, I'm not using them. I thought I'd use them all the time, and I'm finding myself just not turning to the Copic markers. But who knows, maybe at some point I'll get back to it. So Marker Universe, I think you did excellent on the color choices for me personally this month. I'm excited to make my blind box, do the blind box challenge and make some art with these. Do I feel like this box is worth the $30 plus shipping? That is becoming the question. If you order from their site over $50, you get free shipping. But because I always worry about this box selling out, usually the second it goes on sale, I've purchased it the last 2 months because I missed out in January and February. They sold out right away. But if you place your order before the first of the month, you can't combine shipping. So they don't release the color of the month until 1st. So on the 1st, then you have to make a separate order to order the color of the month. And so I have two thoughts on that. Either I think they should include one set of color of the month, something in every box, so we can do both challenges, or do one combined challenge, or somehow we could tack on our first order, maybe even not knowing what the colors are, tack on a pack of color the markers of your choice so that we get the combined shipping and we don't have to make 2 orders and pay double shipping. So I hope they'll take that into consideration for future purchases for their customers, so that there's a way that whether you buy the blind box on the 23rd or on the 3rd, that either way you have a choice to get colors of the month, whether we know them ahead of time or not, or maybe if you buy the box, you're given a heads up what the color of the month colors are because you're purchasing a box. I don't know. Or they make it, I can say I want a set of the color of the month in the Karin markers to be included with my box. Somehow I think that should be available, because last month and this month I've had to pay twice the shipping in order to buy the colors of the month in the Karin markers. So I'm not really liking that, because if they remember, February and March box sold out pretty quickly. April's still is available, so if you're interested in some of these supplies, you'll have to go on social media to see if people got different colors. I haven't seen too much. So I guess that's my only complaint right now, is not being able to get my colors of the month along with my blind box. Let's get to swatching these and then we'll go on to make some art. All right. All right, so that's what I made with my Marker Universe blind box for April. Kind of went with a little coffee theme. I guess I have coffee and coffee shop on my mind. Not everything worked out, but it was fun experimenting with these and trying some new things. So the Marker Universe blind box. So we had the Graphite brush liners, we had the Grapho twin tip water-based markers, we had a Karin Brushmarker Pro, and we have the Karin Deco Brush kind of metallic purple marker. We had the Jelly Roll, we had a water brush, and we had the Zig Art and Graphic Twin. All the supplies this month were water-based, so I could use them as watercolor rather than as a marker. That's just how I prefer to use my marker. The paper I used was B Company paper. You can get it in like sets of 25 or 50. However, what I really noticed was there was a lot of bleeding into other areas. Even if the other areas weren't damp, it just kind of soaked into the paper. But overall, I actually really love this Marker Universe box. Much better than I love the first one. I mean, markers just aren't my favorite. I have the whole set of Karin brush markers, or the Brushmarker Pro. I'm not real keen on the Deco brush. These, the Grapho are really juicy markers, but definitely really intense color if you just lay them down on the paper. That's what happened at the top of the coffee cup here. Watered down, they work really well, and it was actually a lot of fun to do these and try something a little bit different. Again, I had the red Zig. I know some other people got blue. This did wash out to a really bright pink. So I muted the pink here in the pants and her jacket with some brown from the other marker. And overall, I really like this box. It was a nice set of supplies. I'm glad I tried it one more month, but it just helps me see that I really like more water-based supplies than the alcohol markers and such. Marker Universe has their, I still have to do that. I don't know if I'll get to it today, but they have their colors of the month, which you don't have to subscribe to their blind box to play along. This is April's colors of the month. Cool. Well, in the Karin markers, it's Ocean Teal, Cool Aqua, and Fire Red. I'm kind of excited. I have a couple ideas for those. So I'm going to do that next. You'll probably only be able to see that picture on Instagram. So look for that in the next couple days. Overall, I'm really happy with Marker Universe. I was able to get a really good deal on the Karin Brushmarker Pros through their store. They've been having an alien egg hunt during April, and it's been a lot of fun. I was able to get markers I wanted at a reduced price. Overall, I'm really happy also with the Graphite brand and supplies, the Grapho, Graph-It. Zig markers are not one of my favorite markers, so I don't know if that will see much light of day, but I wanted to try it a couple times just so you, the viewers, could see what other boxes are out there. Okay, this box is $30 each month. It is not a subscription. You have to order it, and they go pretty fast. So a lot of times people miss out on it because the supply runs out. April box, they had a bunch more, but because even a few days ago I could still get it, and it's towards the end of the month. However, so you're paying $30 for these supplies, and you also have to pay shipping on that. For my first order, I was able to get a discount of about $7.50. So in total, this April box cost $32.49. But normally it would be $39.99 for the supplies. We also got the free glue. I put that away so I don't have that out. So it's kind of pricey for what you're getting, I think. So the Grapho twin tip markers are $1.94 for roughly $6. The set of graphite brush liners is $7.58. The Karin Deco brush is $3.51. Karin marker is $2.92. All right, we have the Zig Art and Graphic Twin at $3.58. We have the Jelly Roll at $1.23. We have the Water Brush at $6.99. So basically, the markers themselves cost $30. So you're basically just paying for them to curate the markers, and then you're also paying to have them shipped to you. So at least with this box, it's not necessarily a huge savings. What is really nice about these boxes is that you can try different markers. So last month we had the chameleon markers and the graphite alcohol markers. This month we had the water-based markers. That is a really nice thing, is to be able to try out different markers. So if you're not sure what brands you like, this is a really good deal to try these out. You know, or a handy way to get a sampling of marker supplies each month, but just know that you're not really saving much. At $30 plus $9.99 shipping, this is almost a $40 box. That said, like the brush markers are hard to find singly anywhere in the US. So being able to buy them through Marker Universe is a really great deal, and you get them a lot faster than if you purchase them from overseas. So that, I think that's my only complaint about this box, is I think shipping should be a little cheaper. Most art subscription boxes, even though this is not a subscription box, this is just a blind marker box that you sign up on the first and try to grab a box. The shipping is basically a deal breaker for me. The pros are that you can buy markers that you can't really find in your local art store on Marker Universe. But having to pay that $10 shipping or so every time you buy a blind box, or the shipping every time you order something, their shipping is a lot higher than most places. Yeah, when I ordered my Karin Marker Pro, I ordered 3 packs and my shipping was $10 on that as well. The March blind box, I paid $8 shipping. So I'm not sure why there was a difference in shipping from one month to another, because I actually had more things for the March blind box because I had also ordered the Karin Brushmarker Pro February Colors of the Month along with that order, but my shipping was less than it was for April's box, and I didn't add any Colors of the Month to that order. And if you're just ordering like the Colors of the Month, it was about $5 shipping. So where other subscription boxes, you're usually paying about $5 for the shipping, this you're paying $5 to $10, but usually closer to the $10 mark on a box like this. They just moved the date to the 1st, so you can order the Colors of the Month along with your box rather than having it a week earlier where they hadn't announced the Colors of the Month. So they have changed that so you can kind of save on shipping if you like to get the Colors of the Month and any other brands of markers and get a blind box. You can save a little bit of money that way. So overall, I like the fact that you can try these, but the cost for most people to get, 10 to 12 supplies isn't really great. Unless you love markers, then maybe this is a better deal because you are specifically getting markers if that's your main art style. For me, it isn't. It's just, you know, I like to play around with it and maybe someday it'll grow on me. Right now, I just like using the brush markers as watercolors. So I water them down on my palette as I did today and use them like watercolor. So the Brush Marker Pro works great for that, and Marker Universe was one of the only places I could get them besides Amazon and having them shipped from the UK. I've enjoyed the boxes I've received from them. It's just because markers aren't my main medium, I don't plan to stay subscribed, and it's a blind box, so you never know what you're going to get. And for me to spend that much money, I kind of need to know at least what the theme of the box is every month. You know, is it going to be water-based? Is it going to be alcohol markers? Is it going to be fine liners? You know, what are we going to get? And I know that's not part of the box, but at that price point, regardless, to me, it's like it's a $40 box. If you're paying $10 shipping every month, it's a $40 box. So the markers are worth $30. So you decide if you can get these markers locally, then maybe it's a better deal to do that rather than subscribe to this box. Watch for discounts because they do offer discounts. As I said, March box, I received a $7 discount, and that helped offset that shipping. And that's the only reason I chose to do one more box, was I could offset the shipping on this one. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's content and the little video of trying out different faces, different face styles. If you want to see what I'm up to on my personal face challenge for the year, check out my 365-day videos. Those will kind of cover what faces I'm working on this week and what's new, what I want to try. And so this was just an opportunity to try a couple different styles, see what I liked, what I didn't like about it. And of course, I'm using a medium I'm not familiar with, but I still had a good time creating these faces. Thanks for watching. I hope you go get creative. Bye.